Sigmar, the God King, the Thunderer, Chaosbane. When the mortal realms were young, he was mighty. It was Sigmar that brought order, a kingly force which struck down the primeval gods of Azir, the realm of heavens. The God King. He embodies everything a lord would over his people. He is wise, angry, powerful, just, wrathful, and empathetic. His form is many. Sentient thunder, a king wreathed in a crown of lightning, but no form is more preferred to him than as he was in his mortal life, a powerful warrior thick of beard. So great and swelling with power is the God King. But who is Sigmar, and where did this refugee god come from? In the world that was lived a man known as Sigmar Heldenhammer. Born in a time where mankind was prey, the many horrors that feasted upon humanity left the people as broken tribes, fractured and fending off the terrors of the old world. Orcs raided with impudence, beastmen gorged their maws with man-flesh, and the cruel men and dark gods of the north invaded to take what little their brethren held on to. It was on the evening of his birth that a twin-tailed comet carved through the sky that the ancient tribes of men knew that they were to be delivered a savior. Bjorn of the Embergen, warrior king of their tribe, lost his wife that night during an attack from orcs. Despite his best attempts, his royal guard and queen fell that night. In his mourning, he feared his son was lost as well until he found the babe at the feet of the slain queen, bathed in the blood of man and orc. Over the years, Sigmar grew to become every bit the warrior his father was. As a challenge on his 10th birthday, Sigmar sparred against one of his sword brothers. The latter was 3 years older than Sigmar and defeated him. Enraged, Sigmar swung a smelting hammer and broke his friend's arm. Sigmar's rage fleeted and he was filled with disdain for his actions when he realized what he had done. His father imparted Sigmar with wisdom which would carry over into his ascension as a god. Today you vented your anger upon one who did not deserve it. Learn to direct your strength for the good of your people, not their ill. Sigmar stood on the summit of a hill and saw the tribes of men, broken, frail, and unguided. In the darkness surrounding these small glimmers of humanity were predatory evils. Within the villages, he saw eyes of distrust and ambition that threatened to shatter the unity of men. Remembering his previous great shame, he knew what he must do. He set out on a mission to unite the tribes of men in an everlasting empire of strength and honor. Sigmar began his quest by driving off a goblin invasion of his village and leading an expedition against marauding orcs which held High King of the Dwarves Kurgan Ironbeard as prisoner. Freeing the dwarves, the High King repaid their gratitude by granting Sigmar a rune-etched magical warhammer known as Galmaraz. Kurgan Ironbeard believed the weapon spoke to the soul of the warrior prince. Later on, King Bjorn would lead a campaign against the invading Norsi, leaving Sigmar in charge of their village Reichdorf. On the eve of battle, a prophetess which guided the Embergen clan in the past informed Bjorn that in order to save his son's soul, he must fall in battle to the Norse warlord. Back in Reichdorf, Geryon, the brother of one of Sigmar's fallen sword brothers, cut Sigmar with a poisoned dagger in a failed assassination attempt. Sigmar lingered on the verge of death in the Grey Vault, a realm between life and death. Demons had come to claim his soul, only to be stopped by Bjorn's spirit and his fallen warriors. Bjorn had died to fulfill the prophecy of protecting Sigmar's soul, and defeated the demon lord that guarded the exit out of the realm. Upon his return to the land of the living in Reichdorf, Sigmar was crowned king of the Embergen people as the army returned with the former king's body. Now, thanks to the incredible sacrifice of his warrior king father, Sigmar was in command and set out to unite the tribes of men.